Hi, Kathy Peck here with a quick video on how I made my little easel calendar holder with the post-it note and pen holder. These are some of the ones that I made to begin with. This was my first one. I made it for my husband using the In Good Taste paper. And this little calendar is from Tailored Expressions. It measures 3 by about 2 1/4. And then there's a little box that you can put a post-it, holds post-its, and a little pen that I've had laying around forever. Isn't that cute? This was the second one that I made, and I added a little stamp of Bountiful Blessings. And this box is a little wider here. So the Bountiful Blessings stamp is from a new Sale-A-Bration stamp set that comes with this really, really pretty paper. It's called, this is Berry Beautiful and Berry Blessings is the stamp set. So the paper is Berry Beautiful and the stamp is Berry Blessings. It is a level 2 Sale-A-Bration product, which means you spend $100, you can order that for free. This is another of the Berry Blessings papers, and this is a little different. Where on this I left the back blank. I felt that to give it a little more stability, to add some paper to the back, and also it's a nice spot where you can write a little note. So I added more DSP and then a piece of Whisper White, or any light cardstock will do. All right, so let's get started. As you can see, to make this, it takes up about a whole sheet of cardstock because you have the easel portion and then you have the box portion. I just want to make sure that's right. Okay, so there, and then these are our two leftovers. And this is Night of Navy. So this is for the box, this is for the easel, and here's a little grid to help make it a little easier. So for the easel portion, you want to cut your cardstock to 10 1/2 by 3 3/4, and you'll want to score at 1/2, 1.5 inches, 2 1/2, and 6 1/2. And you want to make sure on this end that you do the accordion fold. So this, the 1/2 and the 2 1/2 will be folded in the same direction, and the 1 1/2 will be folded opposite. Okay, so remember we always fold towards the mountain, so you're going to fold against the mountain for that one. And then for the box portion, you'll want to cut a piece of cardstock 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, score on each long side, or on the short side, scoring down the long portion at 1/2 inch, and then score on the long side at 4 and 4 1/2. Okay, and then the blacked out parts are what you're going to cut out. So we'll do the accordion folded easel first. Okay, so there's my score marks. I pre-scored this, so here we go. And then after you score it, you'll want to, here's my bone folder, you want to put the DSP on, and I'll tell you about that. All right, here comes the accordion part. See, I folded towards the mountain. Now for the 1 1/2 score, I'm going to fold against. And fold the 1/2 inch portion here up. See, there's my little accordion fold. And then this bit, I'm just going to glue together. But before I do that, I want to prepare my back. That way that part's done. All right, and for the back, I'm going to use Balmy Blue instead of Whisper White. But if I wanted to use Whisper White, I could. This is cut at 3 5/8 by 3 7/8, so it'll fit nicely here. And then I'm adding a piece of the Berry Beautiful DSP. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is blueberries. There's blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and I think maybe blackberries. It's just beautiful shades. And then there's plaids and circles and all kinds of goodies on the other sides. So you have berries on one side and then pattern on the other. And you'll be able to see that on the 5th of January when Sale-A-Bration starts. Okay. And I use glue, well, because, you know, the glue is my favorite adhesive. I love using Tombow. I like that if I'm not quite in the right spot, I can easily move it around to get it to where I need it to be. It adheres quickly. There, that's done. And you know, this, you could leave it like this and write your note now if you know who it's going to, or you can write on it later. Although I find that if I write on it later, my handwriting's not as neat, but it's the thought that counts. So I'm making these for a little New Year's gift for some friends and for my team. I gave away 3 yesterday to my spa ladies. They loved it. I told them it would make a good way to advertise their business. They could do something similar and put their business card would fit right there. Look at that. There it is. There's my accordion fold. Now I like the join where the accordion joins the paper to be at the front because I'm going to cover that with the box and you don't see it from the side. Okay, so that was easy and very quick. Now let's do the card or the box. Here we go. I always want to say card because I'm usually making videos about card. Okay, so you need this piece that's already cut and scored. And then you're going to need DSP. The DSP is going to measure 3 5/8 by 3 1/2, and that's going to go on the inside. And then we've got a piece that's 3 3/4 by 2, and that's going to go here on the front. Now, I may put it this way. I don't know. We'll see when we get to it. So I've got my scored my 2 sides in 1/2 inch. So I'm going to fold and burnish, and then my 4 1/2 and my 4. And here's where we have to do a little trimming. So first we're going to trim out these little pieces, these tabs. You don't need these tabs in here. I mean, you could keep them in if you wanted to, but they're not necessary. So I'm going to trim them out. Trim straight here, and here I'm going to trim at an angle. And then just cut this out. All right, do the same here. Angle on the long side, straight on the short side, and I like to cut on the right side of the hump, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, so you've got that done. Then what I do is I fold this together, stand it up, and where this joins, I'm going to make a pencil mark on both sides. This is my little tip. Make a little pencil mark at just where it joins, where it meets. Because what I want to do is I want to cut at an angle, but I want it to meet that pencil mark. And hopefully it's low enough. So just below the pencil mark, because the pencil mark is going to be covered up. And then come in here and trim that off. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's going to be good. Okay. And then again here, just come up a little. Angle towards the pencil mark. Okay. There, that's it. And now I'm going to put in my DSP. Oh, these blueberries are just so pretty. When we lived in Alabama, we went blueberry picking a couple of times. That was fun. I think it goes, yeah, it goes this way. And that side's a little crooked, so I'm straightening it up. You can do the trimming with your, if you want a really straight line, with your paper trimmer. I chose to use my snips, so it's not perfect, but you get it. All right, so we're gonna just put that in. Yes, I want it to go the 3 5/8 to go across the top, because I just want just a little bit of the Night of Navy showing through. Okay, here we go. This really, you know, once you have all the papers cut, it goes together really, really quickly. Now this, I think I'm going to go this way. Do it a little different. Like I did with this one. This is the raspberries. And this is, it could be blackberries. Who knows? This is the back of it. I think that's upside down, but that doesn't matter. Okay. The colors in this paper are just beautiful. It's like a watercolor type effect, the way they did the printing. Right, and the last thing I put on is the calendar, and I do that at the very end when I'm doing all the assembly. And here it is, the Tailored Expressions Mini Tear-Off Calendar. Like I said, it's 3 by 2 1/4, and it fits right here. Okay, so we're going to get the box glued on, and then we do the calendar. So just do the sides, a little bit of glue. That's a lot of glue, but we'll just, there. Smear it around a little. Be careful not to get my gluey finger on there. So this glue is very forgiving. It's easy to remove if you have a little excess somewhere. I have one of those little rubber adhesive removers. I love it. I use it like a lot. I've introduced many a friend to my little adhesive remover. This one's not cooperating as well. Here we go. Just give it a little pinch inside. You can use like little clothespins to hold this shut while it's drying. But this glue dries pretty fast. Need to. All right. There we go. There. That's it. Let me get these little scraps out of the way. And then you just apply a good coating of glue to the back. Go around to the corners. You don't want to gob it on too much because it will ooze through. But this stays pretty good. All right. Then we just set it down, put it together, bring it around, line it up, keep it even. I like to get the top on really good and make sure the bottom's lined up, and then just stick your bone folder in there and just squish it down real good. Okay, time to add the little calendar. The calendar has a hard back and tear off sheets, and this hard back takes glue very well. So I just put it on there. All right. This video will also have the measurements attached to it on YouTube, and a link to my blog where you can see more pictures, and it'll have a picture of this on there. Okay, there we go. Tear that off, and it is ready for some cute little Post-its and a pen. How about that? There it is. Quick and easy. Oh, and let me tell you this. This project was inspired by a post that Leanne Greff did in 2017. And I did change some of the measurements just to meet my personal likes. But that's it. I love it. It's a cute little gift. It's a nice little table item to add to your office or your table. I'm also going to come up with a version that is magnetic that you can stick on the fridge, because who doesn't like refrigerator magnets? I know I do. I have my fridge covered. Anyway, this is Kathy Peck coming to you from Wichita Falls, Texas. My blog is teandstamps.blogspot.com. So hope you'll stop by and visit. Thanks. Bye.